All of you kindly mute your microphone.
Good afternoon, all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Today I am start your BHIC 131 IGNOU class. Unit 1 is Sources of Ancient Indian History. You know about sources? The history of India is a fascinating story. It is a very old as well. So history written depend upon sources. Sources mean information. So sources is different types. Writing history is not like writing a story. It is a story of past events. So we have depends upon sources. So sources is three types. One is literary sources, second is archaeological sources, and third is foreign accounts. Okay? So, and the sources is primary sources and secondary sources. Primary sources is those which have original sources like inscriptions of palm leaves, pillars, rock, copper plates, pots, shells, etc. Palm leaf manuscripts, palm leaf, Bhojapatra, and the secondary source, which are the historian written articles, is called secondary source. Vedas, the oldest literary source is Vedas. Veda means Shruti, or it was heard by the people, and Veda is derived from Ved. Ved means to know. Veda means knowledge. So it was a Vedic Sanskrit, and Veda is four types: Rig, Sam, Yajur, Atharva, and all the Vedas is from Samhitas. Samhitas or collection, namely the collection of hymns, prayers, incarnation, benediction, sacrificial formulation, and limitations. First is Rig Veda Samhita, that is knowledge of songs, 1028 hymns, suttas consisting 10 books. Then Atharva Veda Samhitas, 20 books of which are the first 7 primarily deals with incarnation, poems, spells, and plans to spoken by the one, sing some benefits of more often by the world. Then Sam Veda Samhitas, the collection of the Samveda, knowledge of the songs of melodies. Then the last is Yajur Veda Samhitas. Yajur Veda Samhitas, it was the knowledge of the sacrificial formulations like Vajapaya, Rajasurya, Agnichandaya, Ashwamedha Yajna. This is from Yajur Veda. And the Vedangas, there is 6 Vedangas: Siksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nikruta, Chandaiva, Jyotisha. 6 Vedangas, and it was called as phonetics, astronomy, rituals, grammar, metrics, and etymology. Then Brahmanas. Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. It was then in Veda there is a Vasudeva Kutumbakam, Maha Upanishad, and Aditi Devo Bhava derived from Tatya Upanishad. Then Satyameva Jayate is Mundaka Upanishad, derived from Mundaka Upanishad. Then we are starting sutras. Sutras, 3 sutras. Sutta Sutras, that is called performance of a great sacrifices. Then Griha Sutras contains direction for simple ceremonies and sacrificial acts of daily life. Then third is the Dharma Sutras. These are the books of instructions on spiritual and secular law, the oldest law books. Then Smritis. There is 3 Smritis. The important 3 Smritis. Manu Smritis. Manu is a son of Brahma. Then Narada Smritis and Yajnavalkya Smritis. Literary source what? Religious and non-religious or secular. There is a secular literature called Kautilya Arthashastras, Bana Harsha Charita, Nagananda Ratnavali written by Harsha Vardhan. Kautilya Arthashastra is a 15 books, and second is a epics, the great epics. Ramayana wrote by Valmiki and Mahabharata wrote by Vyasadeva. Ramayana Mahabharata is a later Vedic age. It was written in later Vedic age. Then Puranas. There are 18 Purans in our Indian history. 18 Purans, but there is a important is 5 is important in historical things, such as Vayu Puran, Vishnu Puran, Matsya Puran, Bhagavata Puran, and Bhavishya Puran. The 5 Purans are the main source of history. Like we know about Guptas, we know about Kushanas, we know about the Sakas, like this. Then the Purana is 5 branches, called as Sarga, Pratisarga, Manavantra, Vansha, and Vansanucharita. So there is a 5 branches. The Puranas contains useful information for reconstructing the history of India or ancient Indian history. The ancient dynasties such as the Haranyakas, Sisunagas, Nandas, Maurya, Sungas, Kanvas, and Andhras, it was derived from the Puranas. The much more important thing in this Purana, there is a 5 Purans. Then the Sangam literature in South India, the Tamil country like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra. The Tamil text is Sangam literature, and from Sangam literature we have some information about the ancient Indian history. Then biographies, poetry, and drama. The page number 20. Page number 20. Let us see. Kalidas during Gupta time, 5th century, the Sanskrit writer. Abhigyana Sakuntala, Malavikagnimitra, Vikramakot Drishyam, and poetic was like Raghuvansam, Kumar Sambhavam, and Meghadutam, written by him. Then Visakadatta Mudra Rakhyasa, Devi Chandraguptam, he wrote. Then Panini Ashtadehi, Patanjali's Mahavashyaya, Kalhana, the Brahmin of Kashmir, Raja Tarangini, he wrote Raja Tarangini, the best valuable books. Then Sudraka, Mrichakatikam, then Bana Harsha Charita, Harshavardhan himself wrote Nagananda Ratnavali and Priyadarshika. Then Kumar Pala Charita of Jayasingha, Kumar Pala Charita, Divasankar এবং Hemanchandra. Then Hamira Kavya, Nayachandra. Then Narasankara Charita, Padmagupta, Bhoja Prabandhaka, Balal. This was all these things have the secular literature. Then Buddhist and Jaina literature. Buddhist. The language, non-Brahmical and non-Sanskritic sources. Prakrit was a form of Sanskrit and early Jain literature mostly written in this language. Pali, regarded as a Prakrit, derived from the Prakrit, and Ardha Magadhi, Buddhist literature is written in Pali, the local language of Magadha. And the Tripitakas, written by Pali. Tripitakas means 3 baskets and 16 Mahajanapadas. Kasi, Kosala, Anga, Magadha, Viji, Molla, Chedi, Vansha, Kuru, Panchala, Asmaga, Gandhara, Kamboja, that is 16 Mahajanapadas, have also mentioned in this Buddhist literature during 6th century BC. And Tripitakas is the main source of information, and the Tripitakas means 3 Pitakas, known as Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidharma Pitaka. Then the next is Dipavamsa and Mahavamsa. It was the Buddhist literature, we know. Then Abhidharma Pitakas, higher dharma Abhidharma means higher dharma, contains matter related to the Buddhist philosophy in accordance with the Theravada. Sutta Pitakas have Nikayas, Khuddaka Nikayas, Jatakas, Thetagata, Terigata, that is all is written here. Then Jaina literature, the Agamas, the main important thing or the main Jaina literature is Agamas. It was written in Prakrit or Ardham Agadhi. Then Sulabhadra was a disciple, great council at Patliputra. During this time, 12 Angas, 12 Upangas, 10 Parikrams, 6 Chandra Sutras, 2 Sutras, 4 Mula Sutras, then Bhagavati Sutras, Achanga Sutras, Kalpa Sutras. It was mentioned here. So these are the literary sources. Then archaeological sources. We know archaeology. What is archaeology? Archaeology was a remains of human beings in ancient period. All the artifacts which have left by the ancient man, what's called archaeological sources. And from page number 26, we know about archaeology. Archaeology is a branch of knowledge that studies material culture to understand the past. We know about past. The written sources is only 1% and 99% of history is from archaeology. And archaeology is a main branch. And archaeology it was divided into 3 parts known as inscription, second is numismatics, third is monuments. So from archaeology we have know about Indo-Greeks, Yavanas, Kusanas, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, and all these things have known from our archaeological source. There is no any written records of Indus Valley civilization or Sindhu Sabhyata. The upper, middle and lower Paleolithic means old Stone Age, Paleolithic, then Mesolithic, Mid Stone Age and Neolithic. New Stone Age and Chalcolithic is a copper and bronze age, and then Iron Age starting from archaeological source. And then excavation. In this chapter we have discussed excavation. What is excavation? Excavation is a digging the earth or Pratnatattvika. That is known as excavation. Excavation is 2 types, vertical and horizontal. Vertical means a some amount of parts is digging, and it was tested by the historians or the excavators, and that side is called as pits or trench. Then horizontal. Horizontal is a larger things. Vertical excavation are conducted with aim to reveal stratification and are cut into deep deposits. Horizontal excavation emphasizes the horizontal dimensions or opening of large areas of particular layers. During that excavation, there is a total layers, 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. In first one, like newspapers, the first day of the newspapers is under the ground, and the last is on the bottom, on the top. So there is a vertical and horizontal excavation. Horizontal excavation is a large scale excavation. Recovery of bone seeds, plant materials, funeral remains, their skeletons have been reached. Bones of both animals and humans have been already. Teeth, bones of both animals and humans have been found here. Today, archaeologists have that their disposal of large number of dating methods, and it was starting from dating methods. Then we have discussed about coins. Coins known as numismatics. The study of coins is called as numismatics. So coins have been found either in excavation or archaeological finds of a horse. Archaeological sites. In that archaeological sites, we have found some coins, or known as numismatics. They are most found in hoards. The study of coins is called numismatics. And that numismatics, we know about Indo-Greek king Menander, Demetrius, like that, called as Yavanas. They were the foreigners. And the Kusanas, Kanishka, we have no any evidence, written evidence from Indo-Greeks and Kusanas. We have found some coins, gold coins, silver coins, Panchmat coins from, and we know the history, or we know the genealogy of the Kusanas and Indo-Greek kings. The Panchmat, what is Panchmat coin? The earliest coins in the subcontinent are the Panchmat coins. Page number 28. The Indo-Greek coins are also in silver and copper, the third para. And gold ones are rare. They show beautiful artistic features of them. Real portions of rivers of deities depicted. The Kusana issued their coins mostly in gold and copper, rarely in silver. Kusanas have their economic condition is very good, so they have depicted gold coins and copper coins and silver coins. A large number of gold coins. The Kusanas issued their coins mostly in gold and copper. North India up to present day Bihar, Imperial Guptas issued mostly gold and silver. The Guptas were also very rich, very wealthy empire. The Guptas appear to have succeeded the Kusanas in the tradition of minting coins. Minting coins means they were found the coins, they completely indigenous. So this is how they also issued a number of gold coins known as dinars, and these gold coins is called as dinars. They were called dinars. Page number 29, first para. And during that time, Ashwamedha Yajna have been here, like Sri Ram of Ayodhya, then Harsha, then Samudragupta, they have Ashwamedha Yajna. And Kumargupta first saw them playing the Veena. And there are so many points found here. Then inscriptions known as epigraphy. The study of inscription is a paleography, and the study of inscription is called epigraphy. And that study of the development of scripts, the scripts which is found in an inscription is called paleography. So there are carved on seals, copper plates, temple walls, wooden tables, stone pillars, rock surface, brick of images, all these things, the wall of the temples, all these things have been inscribed. We know about Ashoka the Great, Devanama Piya Piyadarshi, Ashoka. Then Samudragupta, Allahabad pillar inscription. Then Kharavela, the king, the Cheddi rulers of Cheddi dynasty, Mahavegavahana Kharavela, from his Hathigumpha inscription near Bhubaneswar. Then Aihol inscription of Chalukya king Pulakesi II. We know about that inscription. Inscription is a very valuable thing in archaeology. So Ashokan relics have been found on the rock surface of stone pillars through the subcontinent. From Afghanistan, Aramaic and Greek scripts, Gandhara region, Khoroshti scripts were used, and the script is Khoroshti. Then Brahmi scripts, Kalsi in the north to Tranchal up to Mysore in the south. Then after Ashoka, the Brahmi script was erected by the rulers of the succeeding centuries. So we have discussed about the study of the development of the script is paleography. Then James Princip, the first Ashokan scripts or their language is reading by James Princip. After the study of epigraphs became a subject itself, he was a civil servant in the employ of the East India Company. Page number 30, paragraph 3. They also give us glimpse of his image and personality of a benevolent king. That, like Ashoka, Junagadh rock institution of Rudradama. Then it was written in Sanskrit, Prakrit, and Brahmi script are here. Then Lumini pillar inscription of Ashoka, Buddha birthplace, that is the inscription. All these The Allahabad pillar of Harisena, written by Harisena, the War and Peace Minister of Samudragupta, the Gupta Emperor. Then Aihole inscription Ravi Kirti, wrote by Ravi Kirti, the Chalukya King Pulakesi II, 634 before Common Era, BCE, 156 Gujarat. Then Pallava, Chalukya and Cholas inscription have been here. Then monuments like Gupta monuments, large caves like Ajanta, Ellora, Kailash temple of, then Mamlapuram Rathas, all are township of Takshashila, Kusambi, Kasi. Excavated large number of towns like Takshashila, Kusambi, Kasi, Ayodhya, Vaishali, Bodhgaya, all these things have been found from excavation, and that is the archaeological source. Then foreign accounts, those foreigners who have written about our country, history of our country, it's called foreign accounts. It was very valuable things in written history of ancient India. The Greeks were the first, like during Chandragupta Maurya, Megasthenes, the ambassador of Greece, coming to India, and he wrote Indica about social, economic, political condition of during that time. Then Pericles of the Athenian Sea, then Ptolemy, geographical history, then Greek and Latin works, Strabo, Arrian, Pliny, Arrian, Diodorus, Strabo, that is the writer, classical writer, wrote about these things. Then during invasion of India by Alexander, it's written by Plutarch, Plutarch, Plutarch. Then Pliny, natural history, wrote Pliny, natural history. Then Ptolemy's geography, Susuma Chin, historian of China, the first historian of China, Susuma Chin, wrote about history of China and also the border of India. Then Faihan wrote Hokoki, Faihan coming to India during Chandragupta II, the Gupta Emperor, and Huangshan coming to India during Harshavardhan, the Pushyaputri dynasty, the king of Pushyaputri dynasty, and Ising after Harsha died. Ising is coming to India and wrote down about the political, social, economic, and art and architectural condition of India during that time. That is the foreign account. And after medieval age, Minaju Siraj, Tabaqat-i-Nasri wrote Tabaqat-i-Nasri, then Al-Biruni come here, Taqiq-i-Hind, he wrote Taqiq-i-Hind, then Tibetan historian Lama Sarnath, Tulwan, Tangyur wrote, then Ibn Battuta come here, then Marco Polo, Niccolo Conti, Barbosa, that is the your foreign accounts. Tariqi, Hero Sahiba, Ziauddin Borani, Gulsani, Ibrahim by Muhammad Qazim Farista, page number 34. Then Aini Akbari and Akbarnama by Abul Fazal during time of Akbar the Great. Then Tabaqat-i-Akbari by Nizamuddin Ahmad, like so. All these things have been chapter 1. Then chapter 2, we have starting chapter 2. After we have complete, then we have to ask a question. Archaeology. Prominent archaeological sites. What is archaeology? We know about archaeology. Then archaeology is different three types: age, that is Stone Age, Bronze Age, and Iron Age, Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age, and Chalcolithic Age and Iron Age. The history of archaeology we have discussed about. History of archaeology. First, Danish scholar C.J. Thompson devised 1817 the three-age system of Stone Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age. That is the Stone Age. And then, starting, Alexander Cunningham, the first Director General, ASI, Archaeological Survey of India, he was starting in 19th century. And after that, Viceroy Lord Curzon had immense pleasure to found a Archaeological Survey of India, and it was much more interested to found a excavated sites, and the Monuments Prevention Act was passed in 1904. Then Sir John Marshall also and Sir Mortimer Wheeler, the Director General of Archaeology, have their interest in Archaeological Survey of India. There are also state archaeological departments and academic institutions like the Deccan College. Many more institutions conducted excavation. Archaeological sites and what they are made of. You know about artifacts and eco-facts. First we know about artifacts. Artifacts are which men have already, the objects have used and they have forgotten. They provide prominent evidence such as the process of their production, the raw materials out of which they are made, the technology. Artifacts means the parts or the things which a man have used. That is called artifacts, and they provide important evidence such as the process of their production, the raw materials out of which they made, the technology involved in the production, the use of such objects. It is called artifacts. And the eco-facts. Eco-facts is they include animal bones, plant remains, fossils, sediments, aspects related to the environmental conditions. They are environmental conditions. When they have lived during that time, variations in climate, the climatic changes, effects of humans, what kind of food they eat, that is called eco-facts, ecological, the archaeological site. Then site. These sites like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. That is called Harappa culture, known as Indus Valley civilization. Artifacts, eco-facts, feature structure found together on the archaeological, and that is the archaeological sites. The cultural remains, they have, the men have used, already used, and they have forgotten. The things are called as cultural and natural. That is natural. They have formation process. The cultural formation process means activities human beings deliberately do not place as a making and using artifacts, building houses or avoiding them, digging pits or disposal, burying their dead bodies, disposing things. That is called burial of the site through natural events, wind, sun, rain, course, that is called natural. And cultural is the real things, that is called their disposal of the dead, burial sites, wind prone, that is called. And then we have discussed methods of archaeology in the field. Archaeological exploration. Exploration means archaeological exploration involves the investigation of archaeological sites. We have some two types. One is excavation and second is one is exploration, second is excavation. Exploration means we have to different sites. We have located different sites. We have go to sites and overlook here what are they, and then we have excavation. We are digging the earth. In other words, the archaeologists investigate the sites without excavating them. We first explore, then excavate that site, and like that site, in the technology we have found geographic information system, that is called 42, page number 42, paragraph 2, geographic information system, GIS, and village to village survey. We have survey, village to village survey. People have gatherings, and we are asking some questions here. And there are so many projects: Vijayanagar research projects, VRP, Vijayanagar Metropolitan Survey, VMS, Sanchi Survey Project, SSP, Town Ruins Projects, etc. So, Global Posting System, GPS, portrait description can be shown on a map. The location analysis is significant for understanding where people in the past left certain areas for settlement. वो जो पहला आदमी थे वो क्यों इस सेटलमेंट में आके बसे थे, जैसे हड़प्पा सिविलाइजेशन, जैसे हुआ मोहनजोदारो, कालीबंगान, ऐसे सब. Then archaeological excavation. Excavation first starting by the page number 43, 4 para. 1929 V. Gordon Childy. Define an archaeological culture and certain types of remains, post implements, ornaments, burial rites, house forms. All these things which have used by man or they have forgotten by man and they are recorded together, their types of remains vary according to time and space. Related to time and space, archaeological sites may be occupied by a single archaeological culture. What is culture? Different people have gathering in a same period is called culture. Archaeological sites may be occupied a single archaeological culture. Archaeological excavation primarily employ the concept of stratigraphy, and we know about stratigraphy, the study of layers. What is layers? During the excavation of trench, the site trench, there is a hole and layer. We study the layer 1, 2, 3, 4, and we succeeding about the phases or the age during that time. Stratigraphy. This is known as the law of superimposition. The geology of sediments are deposited in layers or strata very slowly one by another. And like on 1st January, there is a newspaper on the bottom, and after that in 31st there is a bottom, and the first is on the bottom and last is on the top. So like that, the latter page have on the bottom and the early page have on the top. So law of superimposition, that is called as law of superimposition. That is called from stratigraphy. We know from stratigraphy this layer. That is called page number 44. We have a very attractive picture of cultural phases with overlaps. And in this page, horizontal and vertical have here excavation of here. And in page number 45, we have discussed that where the structure made of bond bricks or wattle and down. ये कच्चा ईंटे का था या पक्का ईंटे का था, वो बोल रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Then there is a wells, tanks, bathrooms, toilets. All these things. Then what sort of tools did they use? किस चीजों का वो इस्तेमाल करते थे? Why they engage in long distance trade? उनका कम्युनिकेशन कैसा था? ये बात. Social and political systems. Social and political system. What are their social political system? If they are dead, वो dead bodies को कैसे जलाते थे या मिट्टी में डाल देते थे, क्या करते थे, उसके बारे में है. The evidence collected through archaeological exploration and excavation help us immensely in understanding the past collection of artifacts. And वो यूज किया गया बहुत सारे चीज घर में जैसे होते हैं, हमारे घर में सब जैसे चीजें हैं, ऐसे उस टाइम भी स्टोन टूल्स था. वही स्टोन टूल्स को बोलते हैं बीड्स, मेटल ऑब्जेक्ट्स, स्टोन टूल्स. Sand, clay used for face treatment. पोट्री मीन्स खपरा, जो पहले लोग क्ले से बनाते हैं ना, पोट्री बोलते हैं उसको. Then analyzing the evidence, dating methods. कैसे हम जान पाएंगे कि ये इस टाइम का है? तो dating methods हो रहा है. The primary question is that for a particular object of site, what time they belong to? Through traditional methods such as typology, stratigraphic sequence, and stylistic analysis, broad consciousness can be drawn about the chronology. उसका chronology हमको चाहिए था, वो वाला. तो tree ring dating or dendrochronology or fast breakthrough 1950s when Willard Libby developed method of dating organic materials such as wood and bone called the carbon-14 dating. The more recent and advanced methods like the accelerator and mass spectrometry AMS dating techniques यहाँ एक तो टेबल दिया गया है, देखिए ट्री रिंग, वुड विथ विजिबल ट्री रिंग्स, ट्री रिंग्स, एक ट्री को लेके हम उसका जो आर्टिफैक्ट्स था, रिमेन्स था, उसको लेके रेंज 10,000 ईयर बीपी वेरीज इन रीजन्स, देन रेडियोकार्बन ऑर्गेनिक मटेरियल्स दैट कंटेन्स कार्बन अप टू 50,000 ईयर्स बीपी, देन पोटेशियम argon, then uranium series, then thermoluminescence, TL dating, then palmognetic dating, electron spin, resonance, ESR, then fission track, that is the table. Then production techniques and process, unaltered and altered. A variety of subjects are covered through exploration and excavation. बहुत सारे चीजें हमको मिलते हैं एक्सप्लोरेशन और एक्सकवेशन में, जो कि अनअल्टर्ड है एंड अल्टर्ड है। और एक तो चीज दिया गया, देखिए इथनोग्राफी, एथनो आर्कियोलॉजी। एथनो आर्कियोलॉजी मींस द एनवायरनमेंट, द मेथड अडॉप्टेड इन आर्कियोलॉजी टू एक्सप्लेन द आर्कियोलॉजिकल रिकॉर्ड बाय स्टडीइंग द प्रेजेंट कम्युनिटीज, उनका एनवायरनमेंट, उनके जितने भी हैं रह रहे थे उनके बारे में सब कुछ, उनका फ्लोरा फ्यूना से लेके एनवायरनमेंट तक, ऑब्जर्विंग एट डिटेल ऑफ द प्रोसेस अटेम्प्ट्स आर मेड टू अंडरस्टैंड what kind of pattern the activities might generate in the archaeological record. For example, studying the traditional pottery production, कैसे वो पोटरी बनाते थे, वो हैंडमेड था या व्हील मेड था। Especially understanding the Chinese systems operation is useful in explaining patterns on ancient pottery that include inquiring about substance techniques such as hunting and gathering, कैसे शिकार करते थे। देन एक्सपेरिमेंटल आर्कियोलॉजी, एक्सपेरिमेंट पास्ट बिहेवियरल, उनका बिहेवियरल कैसा था, वो आक्रामक थे, हंटर थे तो आक्रामक ही थे। एंड ऑनलाइन एथनो आर्कियोलॉजी वेयर द टास्क डोन बाय द कम्युनिटीज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट्स इन द प्रेजेंट, उनका जो स्टोन टूल्स था, शार्पनेस था या थोड़ा रूट था। सेवरल अदर स्टडीज हैव बीन डन व्हिच इंक्लूड द रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ प्रोसेस सच एज द एक्सप्लेन द ट्रांसपोर्टिंग ऑफ ब्लॉक्स ड्रेस्ड। उसके बाद एक्सप्लोरेशन और एक्सकवेशन का यहाँ खत्म हो, एथनो आर्कियोलॉजी बोलते हैं उसको। उसके बाद ट्रेड एंड एक्सचेंज, ट्रेड एंड एक्सचेंज, वो क्या क्या चीज इंपोर्ट करते थे, क्या क्या चीज एक्सपोर्ट करते थे, और दोनों में था या लैंड में था या सी में था, लैंड और सी दोनों में करते थे। मेड ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल दैट आर नॉट फाउंड लोकली, जो हमें लोकली उपलब्ध नहीं थे वो वाला दूसरी जगह से लाना पड़ता था, उसको ट्रेड एंड एक्सचेंज बोलते हैं। पेट्रोग्राफिक एक्सप्लोरेशन एंड ट्रेस एलिमेंट एनालिसिस, एक्सरे, XRF एंड XRD, पेज नंबर 48, फर्स्ट पैरा, you have to discuss for example through source studies and amorphous found at sites in India. Amorphous is not found in India, it was trading from Indo-Roman Empire and 2000 years ago, that is the main thing. And we have know about ancient trade routes and networks from these excavations. Then environmental archaeology. Environment means human beings from the inspire totally dependent on nature and have living in continuously changing environment, several ice age, and example of including environment in the past that have affected archaeology helps us in correcting past events, the sediments of sea floors and stratified. Then archaeopottery and archaeogeology, all are related to archaeology. Archaeology sites contain plant and animals. They have focus on plants and animals also, not only human beings remains, which tells us how human beings subsisted on these considered, and the study of ancient plant remains is called ethnobotany. There is a carbon-14 dating. Plant remains found at site can be categorized as macro and micro botanical remains. Macro botanical remains are large enough to be seen by naked eye. They survive generally in the form of grains, seeds and fruits. How they eat, what they eat, the fruits and the seeds, then dry or wet serving excavated soil through a varied means. Another technique is called Florentine, in which soil samples are mixed in water and later organic materials that float are separated, dried and identified. उसके मिट्टी से हम कुछ देख सकते हैं, तो नेकेड ऐसे नहीं देखा जाता। क्ले और पोटरी, ब्रिस्क और रिमेन्स, वाटर एंड डॉस, Then wood pieces are also recovered. कुछ लकड़ी हमें मिले हैं. The microbotanical remains cannot seen by naked eye. ऐसे खाली आंख में नहीं दिखा जाता. From soil samples taken systematically by the sites, pollen analysis or palynology and politics analysis. Then there is a diet and subsistence. क्या खाते थे, क्या एग्रीकल्चर था, क्या नहीं था, हंटर गैदरिंग था, क्या है, वो समझाते हैं डाइट में, सब्सटेंस में. Environment, plant and animal remains also provided window into the diet of subsistence people of the past. Refer to the pattern of consumption over a long period of time. The preserved macrobotanical remains, decision, waterlogging or charring may include grains such as wheat, barley, maize, rice and so on. They have cultivated cereals and legumes also. Like plant animals remains also provide information about human diet. However, the bones of animals may arrive. We have found so many bones of ancient animals and humans. Therefore, only those animals' bones which show cut marks from butchering the concept to have been consumed. They have vegetarian or non-vegetarian. The stomach content rarely survive, except case of mummified bodies. Morphology provides important information about people in the past. Then we have starting burials. Their burials are page number 50, second para. Burials are a very important source of information about the several elements, including the status in society. Grave goods that can indicate the status of an individual and their comparison can tell us about social differences. Then investigation of past societies. Mobile hunter-gatherer groups, they have the hunting scenes here. They call as mobile hunter-gatherers. One part to another part say go and hunting there. Then segmentary society, Jharkhand and the state. Archaeology has also made progress in the relevant cognitive aspects of human in remote past. Then the story of rock arts, we have also found story of rock arts. The art by the prehistoric man is called paintings and carvings. The subject matter was the hunting census, human figures, animals, plants, family scenes, social activities as realistic aspects here, like paintings of Bhimbetka. We have found Bhimbetka, and in Odisha also, Sundargarh, Hemgir and Lapripoda Tahsil also there is a prehistoric rock art site. Then in Jharsuguda district also, religion is an integral part of religion. The past religious practices, temples of Archaeopteryx, Delphi, Sanchistupa, and we have found Bagur fast, which have some religious activities here. Recently, molecular genetics and imparted archaeology, the DNA analysis of ancient burials have been found. Homo sapiens and Africa, all people are come from Africa. We have to DNA testing, then DNA analysis of ancient burials. Then underwater archaeology. What is underwater archaeology? Archaeology from starting, then underwater is under the water. There are so many cities, the towns, the village have underwater, and they have excavated underwater archaeology also investigates shipwrecks, ship explored such as Titanic, explains mechanical archaeologists like multiple devices to explore, excavate, and record the remains of old settlements, ports, or shipwrecks. We have also excavated ports, ancient ports, and results of North Africa and the event of the Bronze Age onwards through underwater archaeology submitted parts of old Alexandria, the town of Alexandria, Egypt. Shipwrecks like the Titanic have been also investigated. Then Dwaraka, Harappan period, that Dwaraka in underwater, and geographical methods are also used in underwater archaeology, find sites on the bed. Then we have to some prominent archaeological sites in the Indian subcontinent. First we start some archaeological sites. First, Bhimbetka. Bhimbetka is a Rajasthan district of Madhya Pradesh. It was a large rock art sites, 45 kilometers from southeast of Bhopal, discovered by V.S. Wakankar in 1957. It's a complex of over 700 caves and rock shelters in the sediments of formation of the Vindhyan Hill. It was a rock art site, Bhimbetka. There is a scenes of hunting, fishing, honey collection scene, dancing, also some scenes that might be related to Shamanism. The earliest days of the Mesolithic period and Bhimbetka. Mesolithic means Copper and Bronze Age. And it was UNESCO World Heritage List in 2003. Then, Mehergarh. One of the earliest village settlements in the Indian subcontinent, Mehergarh, located in Bolan Valley in the northern part of the country in Balochistan, present day in Pakistan. Excavation here by reveals 7 occupational levels. 7 occupational levels, यानी कि 7 layers. That is called 200 Ha. Period first, period second, and Neolithic, and subsequent ones is Chalcolithic period. Neolithic means New Stone Age, and Chalcolithic means Middle Stone Age or Bronze and Copper Age. That is called handmade mud bricks among stone tools. Neolithic round of polished axe, hand axe. That is called stone tools made of stone. The axe made of stones. Blade-based macrolith. Macrolith means a soft clay which have grinding stones. Some bones tools such as owl needles and were also found. Elaborate burials were found in a necropolis. There is a burials in Mehergarh sites. They had a niche cut into the side of the pit in which the body and grave goods were placed. The dead body found some dead body. They have near the dead body there is a necklace made of statite beads, turquoise and lapis lazuli beads. Also could have come from northern Balochistan and Afghanistan. Lapis lazuli was trading goods, and the Akram coast from 5,000 kilometers away. Then it was called as Harappa. We know about Harappa. Harappa is located in the Punjab province in Pakistan. It was the first site of Harappan civilization, so called as Harappan civilization, that is called Indus civilization in 1920 near river Ravi excavated. Then mounds of Harappa, the citadel mounds is located. There is a granary. Granary means Sashagar, यानी कि ग्रेन्स रखा जाता है जहाँ पे 18 circulars, working floors of workmen's quarters, mounds, then bathing platforms are here. And also areas of the lower town revealed various workshop and cell, copper agent, artifacts were made. All have been found in Harappa. And Harappa is big sites of Harappa civilization. Then next is Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro, the largest site of Harappa civilization, Mohenjo-daro, located in Sindh province, Larkana district of Sindh, now in Pakistan, 5 kilometers away from the river Indus. The citadel and lower town, and from Mohenjo-daro we have found the Great Bath 118 to 108 and 39 into 23 into 8, the Great Bath location, and it is a assembly hall, a granary, a college of priests, and there is a present king. Then we have found Dholavira. Dholavira is located on an island called Hadirbat in the Rann of Kutch, Gujarat, with only the largest nature of Harappan site in the Indian subcontinent. It was all are Harappan sites. Castle Valley, Middle Town, and the Lower Town have also found. In the Upper Town, there is a priestly class have settled here, and there is also a Middle Town. There is 2 streams on which dams were built, channelized water to several large and rectangular rivers. Then Takshashila, the capital of Gandhara and located on the east of the Indus and Rawalpindi in Pakistan. Its importance is reflected from Buddhist, Jaina, and Brahmanical as well as Greco-Roman texts. We have found Takshashila is a large town, is a big city, and there are 3 mounds. Mounds means a small heap or hill. Veer, Sirkap and Sirkus, which were successfully laid out in the early historic period, page number 56, second para. Planning with perfect state the settlement span of 4 centuries as Indo-Greek, and Saka-Parthian periods, and Kusanas laid out a new city of the Sirkus in Gandhara, or known as Takshashila. Then Amravati. Amravati is located in Guntur district of Andhra Pradesh. It marks the site of Dhenakataka, the capital of the later Satavahanas. There was a citadel. Citadel means as a fort by hog-mud fortification. Mud fortification. There was a clay. There was a major Buddhist establishment here, the stupa. Stupa means the temple of Buddhist. And Manchachacha, the site of the stupa has its own history of research. Excavation has subsequent revolt of the beautiful sculpture panels of pillars of marble, late 18th and 19th centuries. Then Sanchi. Sanchi, located in Rajasthan district of Madhya Pradesh, is one of the most important Buddhist monastery complex in India. There is a Sanchi stupa, and Sungas and Satavahanas have also devotees in this Sanchi complex. There is a stupa 1, stupa 2, and stupa 3. Stupa 5 is largest, which is also referred by the Great Stupa, and second is the 36.60 meter and its height without the railing was umbrella, and that is a Vedika and monumental gates that is called Toranas. The southern Toranas, the southern gate of Sanchi Stupa is more remarkable one. There is a Jataka storage here. Jataka storage means the scenes of life of the Buddha part. Then Stupa second is located light from the main complex. The Vedika is inlaid carved with its decorative motifs, but is devoid of any Toranas. And Stupa third relics is Sariputta and Moggallana, the disciple of Buddha. There are remains of a large monastery were found. Apart from these monuments that is remain important in the Gupta period, also is known as devotees inscriptions. Archaeology does not limit itself to the ancient period. The exception at Lal Fort, Mehrudi, Delhi revealed two cultural periods. Period second belonged to the early Sultanate period, and the first Turk sultans made their capital at the Lal Fort area itself. Then Hampi, Karnataka, Vijayanagar Research Project, BRP and Vijayanagar Metropolitan Survey, VMS, were two large-scale archaeological projects that focus on the research on Vijayanagar. Then we have the third chapter, Indian history, physical features from formation and characteristics. History without geography is largely incomplete and devoid its vital subsistence. So, this is where history is regarded both the history of mankind and the history of environment. It is difficult to separate the two. The soil, rainfall, vegetation, climate, environment, exercise, considerable influence on evolution of human cultures have been related to all these subjects, and geography, environment, and physical regions that had bearing on Indian history. Their language, social organization, art forms, art and architecture, sculpture, their varieties, then physical regions of India. Different crops have different natural habitats zones. They tend to grow in specific natural environments. In course of time, they influence the daily habits of people here. Rivers and canals have been the most important form of irrigation of northern India. Then ponds have been very useful in eastern India, and the tank irrigation facilities have in South Indian agriculture. So geography and environment play a major role in the pattern of dress also. For example, we can compare and contrast the dress style of the people of Kashmir, Rajasthan, and those living along the coast. These again reflect the climate and environmental effects. So, coexistence of different forms of dress, food habits, and cultures in the subcontinent therefore can largely be explained with reference to physical geography, environment, and human settlements. Geography, human settlements, and settlement patterns is another important thing which deserves attention. Highly fertile soils is important thing. Then sufficient rainfall, a rich annual paddy crop which is important for human beings, settle the human beings in a site, proximity to iron ore mines, and the source of stone and timber of the Chota Nagpur Plateau and which towards the south of Magadha. Rivers provided for comfortable communication and train. They have no roads during that time, so the rivers were the communication for trade. So, basic physiological division of India. There is a 3 parts of physiographic divisions of India. One is Himalayan uplands, second is Indo-Gangetic plains, and third is peninsular India. Land of the Rajputs between Udaipur and Jaipur, Malwa Plateau around Ujjain was more popularly known as Avanti in ancient times. Then Vidarbha, the sub-regional around Nagpur. Then Chhattisgarh plains in eastern Madhya Pradesh, which are born named Dakshina Kosala in the ancient period. There is a Lava and Kusada, 2 sons of Rama. North and South Kosala were divided between the 2 sons of Rama. Then on southern edge in the eastern zone of central India begins the formation called the peninsular India, and almost land mass with every stability. That is first starting we have the Himalayan uplands and western frontier. There is a 3 zones. First starting the Himalayan uplands, and it was divided into page number 70. First para, that is called eastern zones, western zones, and central zones. The eastern mountains run to the east of Brahmaputra, extending from Assam to South China. All the routes through the eastern mountains are different. That has not prevented the flow of cultural influences from Southeast Asia and South China in prehistoric and historic times. There have been trade and cultural contacts between India and Tibet across this frontier. There are trade and the narrow Hindu Kush range. There is a Hindu Kush mountain extends southwestern from the Himalayas deep into the Afghanistan, covering ancient Gandhara. Gandhara is now in Afghanistan. And geographically and culturally, Western Afghanistan has influenced the Eastern India, Iran, but South Afghanistan has been carefully closed within the Indian subcontinent since Neolithic age. The Khyber and other passes and the Kabul River link with the Indus plains. The desert conditions of southwestern Afghanistan, Balochistan, and called the Makran coast. When Alexander on his way back to Babylon from this Indian campaign led a section of his army across the Makran coast, he suffered heavy loss of his men because of the scarcity of food and water. The region has been some kind of nodal point for route to Central Asia and China on the one hand, and Persian further west on the other, or through it. The great routes connecting Indian plains with Iran and Central Asia through Afghanistan run through the Golmal, Bolan, and Khyber passes. Then the Indus plains. The Indus plain is divided into 3 parts. First is Indus, second is Gangetic, and third is Eastern, Western, and Central India. The Indus plain is divided into 2 parts, Punjab and Sindh. Punjab, that is called the river of 7 rivers, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, and Saraswati. The Saptasindhu region means the land of 5 rivers. There are 5 tributes of the Indus flowing across a vast alluvial plain have made the region a bread basket of the subcontinent. It was a fertile soil. It was the Ganga basin, a place and meeting pot of the culture. And the lower Indus Valley, the delta, considered Sindh. Geographically, it is situated between the Balochistan hills of the northwest and the desert of the southeast. Then the Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are located in the Punjab and Sindh respectively. It was a fertile soil. Then second is the Gangetic. Gangetic is 3 divisions, upper, middle, and lower. The upper plains is western and central Uttar Pradesh, large into the Doab region. The land between the Ganga and Yamuna is called Doab region. This has been areas conflict and cultural synthesis. There is a most conflict this site. There is increasing evidence of the existence of the Harappa culture into the zone. It was also the center of the painted grey ware, PGW culture, and flourishing activity in the later Vedic period. At the confluence of the Ganga and Yamuna, at terminal points of the Doab, is the city of Prayagraj, a holy city for Hinduism. The middle Ganga plains corresponding to eastern Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. This is where ancient Kosala, Kashi, and Magadha were situated. It was the center of city life, money, economy, and trade since 6th century BC. This region provided the basis of Mauryan imperial expansion. Then the upper and middle Ganga plains geographically define the Himalayas of the north and central India hills on the south. middle portion of the plains corresponds roughly to the present day state of Bihar and eastern Uttar Pradesh. These lower plains are coterminous with the provinces of Bengal. The wide plains of Bengal are formed by alluvium brought by Ganga and Brahmaputra. Then the third is eastern, western and central India. Central India, as well noticed earlier, is an entirely different region and does not have a central focus point. It is hilly region. Their hills do not rise to any great height, but are broken by steep slopes in the interstate by valleys. East and western to northeast, almost Rajasthan, the desert state, southeastern part of the state, east of the Aravalli, is part of sub-region called Malwa. And because of fertility of the soil, it yields good crops even in absence of irrigation. Chalcolithic settlements are disturbed in good numbers here. Most of were designated in central India constituent present Madhya Pradesh, movement from north to south influenced by the Vindhya and Satpura range and by the Narmada and Tapi rivers. The central India belt, especially southern Bihar, western Odisha and eastern Madhya Pradesh, has been an area of tribal concentration. Nevertheless, it has also been a zone of slow and steady penetration. Cultural influences from adjoining regions have influenced and irrigated travels into the dominant caste regions based on Indian society. Gujarat is situated on the western flanks of the central India, called as Saurashtra, Ananta, northern Gujarat, and Lato, southern Gujarat. Ananta is the fertile area of western coast constituent Lato. The central peninsula of Gujarat is called Kathiawar. The low-lying Rana of Kutch is another feature of during the fauna storm of swamps. Then the southwest of the delta Ganga to the eastern of the hills of central India of the coastal plains of Odisha. They are centered largely on Mahanadi Delta. Through there are some other rivers to joining the Bay of Bengal on the some littoral. Western Odisha is an extension of the central India hills and as mentioned earlier in the concern of Chhattisgarh plains. Then third is peninsular India. Deccan Plateau and the surrounding coastal plains. Page number 73. Peninsular India, Deccan Plateau and the surrounding coastal plains define the contours of peninsular India. Coastal plains in the east and extreme south are broad, while those in the west are narrow. And they are at their narrowest between Bombay and Palghar. The plateau is divided into three major regions, which largely correspond to the Maharashtra, Andhra and Karnataka. Maharashtra addition in the other states include northern Deccan Plateau. While the early Neolithic settlers in southwestern Andhra based themselves on petroleum as an appellation of strategy, Chalcolithic communities of the northern Deccan increasingly reared of agriculture. Karnataka includes southwestern Deccan, which except for small areas is not covered by Deccan lava. Among the four South Indian states, Andhra is the largest. It includes a number of sub-regions like the rich coastal plains, Rayalaseema, northwestern part of Deccan Plateau, etc. Millets, pulses and oils are cultivated here. Eastern Ghats and eastern coastal plains from near about Mahendragiri of borders of Odisha in the north to Tamil Nadu in the south, with the combined Krishna Godavari delta as its epicenter, the extreme south. Then the south, Deccan Plateau fragments into isolated blocks like Nilgiri and Chadamam hills in extreme south. They roughly divide western and eastern coast plains. The wide eastern coastal plains in south and its adjoining interstate Tamil Nadu. Rice, abundance of rice and the Kaveri plains and delta constitute its epicenter. Rivers in the region being seasonal, the peasants of the region have relied on tank irrigation since Pallava Chola times. They have irrigated the fields and they have cultivated millets, pulses and oil seeds. Then geographically, linguistically and culturally, the region has evolved and individually of its own. The western coastal plain to borders in extreme south and corresponding to the region known as Malabar or the present state of Kerala. In addition to rice and other crops, Kerala produces pepper and spices which have been traded with the west since post-Mauryan times. From Tamil Nadu, the lateral is accessible through Palghar Gap and southern end of the western Ghats. Relatively excluded by land, Kerala has been open to sea as intensely fast Christian and then Muslim influence here came by the sea. It may be noted that both Kerala and Tamil Nadu are generally populated like the plain of Ganga. The dynamics of regional transformation. Then. Difference between regions and regional cultures go back in time and can possibly be dated by the beginning of adequate substance strategies, that is food productions. Mesargodi in Kachi Plain, now in Pakistan, experienced early agricultural activities. Indus region expected. Gangetic Valley saw the advance of agriculture at Polti Hawa in UP in 5000 BC, Jiran, Bihar in second half of the 3rd century BC, and the Atanji Khera in the Doab in the first half of the 2nd millennium BC. Ganga Valley, however, the beginning of full-fledged settled agricultural activity, farming village and other states like emergence of towns. Then Ganga, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri agricultural communities flourished and carved forward the civilization process. And large portions of such areas like Assam, Bengal, Odisha, Gujarat and central India. Then on the pattern of the emergence of historical regions. The ceramic evidence. What is ceramic? Ceramic is a large portion of pottery here. That is called ceramic. A large pottery here is called a ceramic culture. The ceramic evidence, pottery, because of its inductive quality, is a removed mark of a culture and an important technical source. Different cultures are identified by their characteristic pottery. We have found so many pottery and we have settled the age limit of every civilization. The ochre colored pottery ware, OCPW, is dated earlier than 1000 BCE. Then painted grey ware, PGW, is roughly dated between 800 to 400 BCE. Then black and red ware, BRW, lies in between the two. There is a pot. There is a upper side is a red side and there is a lower side is a black side. That is called black and red ware. Lies in between the two, and northern black polished ware. There is a so polished pottery or the wheel pattern pottery, wheel made pottery. That is called northern black polished ware, and BPW is dated between 500 to 100 BC. First three pottery types are largely found in Indo-Gangetic Divide and Upper Ganga Valley into the Doab. Then there was a gradual eastern spread which during the Mauryan period seems have gone beyond the Gangetic headland. The literary evidence, we have so many literary evidence about the civilization. Likewise, Sapta Sindhu region, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bish, Satluj and Saraswati, the 7 rivers, and Indo-Gangetic Divide, the later Vedic period, became epicenter on the age of the Buddha around Middle Gangetic Valley. Kosala and Magadha was a big city, and the empire, it may be mentioned that the stage of geographical spread, like 16 Mahajanapadas of Buddha, like Kasi, Kosala, Anga, Magadha, Viji, Malla, Cheri, Vansa, Kuru, Panchala, Avanti, Gandhara, Kamoja, Surasena, like that 16 Mahajanapadas. They have large territory kingdoms, and it was know about literary evidence, and then Vedic, later Vedic age and early Vedic age, the rise of small monarchies, Kuru and Panchala, and also in Magadha, a large state, Bimbisar, Rajasatru. There is a great king of Magadhan Empire, and the great Mauryan Empire, the great Asoka, the son of Bindusar, and the great grandson of Chandragupta Maurya. And then with the expansion of Gandhara in the northwest, Avanti in Malwa and Asmaka in the Deccan, the Mahajanapadas were mostly concentrated upper and middle Gangetic Valley regions such as Kalinga and Sen coastal Odisha. We have the Odisha. Odisha have different names like Kalinga, Utkala, Otra, Kamboda, Odisha, and last Odisha. Andhra, Banga, ancient Bengal, Rajasthan, and Gujarat find no mention in literature in that period. But there was a literary evidence of different civilizations. Kingdoms of south of the Vindhya like Kalinga were mentioned for the first time by Panini Ashtadehi. Panini have Ashtadehi in their books. Ashtadehi in 5th century BCE. That is called Kalinga and Vindhyan country. That is the Tamil country in far south was yet to register its transition of the historic period. It is not surprising that difference in technological intervention of socio-economic development of various regions has been at the root of the later cultural differences. Then, Force of regions of Indian history. There is a geography, manner and period of the spread of metal culture and overall composition of historical processes such as population, technology, social organization and communication, etc. Then notions of the Chakravarti. What is Chakravarti? Chakravarti king. They have only one, the great Chakravarti king. Like Chakravarti is universal emperor, which was an important development in ancient Indian political theory. Universal conqueror and achieved universal dominance. The king had title Chakravarti, invented Kautilya Arthashastra is the between Himalayas and the sea, and they have Ashwamedha sacrifice performed like Samudragupta, Lord Rama, then Chandragupta II of Gupta dynasty. However, neither Kautilya nor his successor described how planned Indian empire was being created. What seems possible that the Chakravartin ideal meant subordination of the rivers, extension of authority over their territory, and thereby expansion of the empire. There is a large empire called as emperor or called as samrat. Samrat under there is so many raja called as the king, and the emperor is called as Chakravarti emperor. Then might and may tell plans about the extent of their sovereignty and kingdom. This in fact is a clear-cut example which highlights the difference between actual and ideal. The hierarchy of regions. Region like the word country. R-E-G-I, region means country. That is called page number 79. Each broad inclusive term and the present context is meaning has to clarify such fact. We have two such expression in linguistic regions, caste regions, physical regions, natural regions, cultural regions, etc. However, these regional frontiers broadly correspond and appear to be co-terminus. Language, caste, family and kingship organization, major geographical influences. That is the main thing. The major structural lines of Indian historical geography is a Narmada Chhota lines of the line running of Gulf of Cambay and Mathura. Indus plains pronounced to the influence from Central and West Asia. Then Gangetic plains, the Delhi Mathura line have avoided all kinds of political and cultural influence coming through the northwestern frontier. Then Central Indian intermediate zone like Gujarat and Odisha to extreme points, and Peninsular India and south of Narmada. Then Rajasthan and Gujarat responded to maintenance of cultural development. Then Punjab, Rig-Vedic period, Janapadas have already here Gupta period, work property in land and poor agricultural growth, absence of land grants institution. Then Brahmanas played an important role in society, and the Kshatriyas soon fell it. The Vaishyas and the Sudras have also there is caste system. Then the Narmada Chhota like a major divide bearing Gujarat, Maharashtra, and the rest of cultural regions of the south. That this line has somewhat different visibility than nuclear regions like Ganga, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri, and they have been areas of attraction of human settlements. Then Kakatiya state of Warangal of the Chalukya state of Gujarat emerging outside the nuclear regions, and such examples can be multilated. Area of relatively saturated such as country of the Veers, Bastar and Rajmahal hills. In terms of the structure, settlements, agrarian history, social organization and state systems differ from the nuclear regions because the regions developed historically. The distinction between the three types of regions makes unilaterally fixed once for all. Then settlement structure in the time and space. Settlement structure regions did not remain static. They compiled village, hamlets, towns and cities. Some regions like Middle Ganga Plain and Deccan were endowed with greater number of towns. The Brahmanas and non-Brahmana settlements of the level of economic activity and social transitions. Tamil plants and the coast were all regions with a high density of population. Then formation of some regions in early India, Ganga Yamuna Dwar, Middle Ganga Valley, Malwa, Northern Deccan, Andhra, Kalinga, and Tamil plants are major peninsular nuclear regions which emerged quite earlier areas of power. But there have been smaller areas as well. The Konkan, Kanara, and Chhattisgarh falls in this category. Rachur Dwar between Krishna and Tungabhadra and Bhengi between Godavari and Krishna have been continuously fought over for the agricultural resource potential and could add immensely to strength of the adjoining region. Then Gangetic Basin, page number 81. That The Rig Vedic period, the center of this was Indo-Gangetic divide. In the later Vedic period, 1000 BC, the geographical location shifted to Ganga, Yamuna, Dwar. Then territory and territorial kingdoms, Kuru and Panchala are good examples of such territories. Rashtra, Janapada, called as Rashtra and called as Janapada. The spread of NVP from Kosala, northern black Polish ware and Kosala and Magadha to such far-flung areas of Taxila and northwest Ujjain in western Malwa and Amravati in coastal Andhra. The emergence of Janapada and Mahajanapadas, sweeping social, economic and political changes. Grama, village, Nigama. Nigama means a bigger settlement where commercial exchange also took place, called as towns. Nagara, that is called town. Usual components of the Janapada, wood and jungles, Vana, and together with the rise of Mahajanapadas were noticed the growth of Mahanagaras, big cities in Mauryan period. Then Tamil country, the Sangam literature provide vivid accounts of the picture of ancient Tamil country, Tamilan, Tamilaham. Then the Kaveri, Pariyar, Yagiri agricultural surplus were produced with this, especially where the stronghold of three ancient clans like Chola, Cheras and Pandyas. The town of peasants and gradually a stratified society emerged, and peasants, gods, warriors and chieftains of principal categories. The Roman trade, early century common era, the rise of towns, then penetration of northern Sanskritic Aryan cultures of the Brahmanas, the priority of influence of the Brahmanas in early centuries common era, inland trade with Tamilakam in between Tamilakam and the Deccan. Kerala was an integral part of Tamilakam during this early period. Then the caste society with peasants being reduced to the Sudra status, the basic of the economic stage of the early Tamil Nadu, the Deccan, Andhra and Maharashtra, Neolithic, Chalcolithic culture period, rudimentary craft specialization, a rudimentary exchange network which translated mineral resources up to northern Deccan and starter differentiation, black and red ware, then megalithic page, then both inscription and archaeology reveal the existence of a number of towns in Andhra and Maharashtra. Then with the coming of Mauryas and megalithic culture gave way to early historical settlements. All these are found in this chapter, Kalinga and ancient Odisha. Then page number 84, Kalinga and ancient Odisha. A land of Odisha like Deccan experienced significant change from around 4th, 3rd century BC, 300 BCE and 300 CE. History of Odisha is one of the inter-transmission of tribal society, Sanskritic culture of Gangetic plants and beginning of Nalandas and Mauryas. Nanda and Mauryas had emerged here. The literal zone of the Deltic coast experienced transition of historical stage earlier than the inland forests of rolling uplands. Then Gangetic socio-economic pattern, caste society within the Varna structure. Varna means the color of the skin. That is called Varna. That is called Varna. And the northwest, it must be clear that very little has been said to far about Sindh and Balochistan in northwest. This is mainly because of their peripheral location. For much of the early historical period, they were part of from mainstream of cultural development by the great Indian desert. Then Afghanistan of Persia, Iran, it was only from the Kusana period that these areas formed a part of supra-regional political system which include major part of northern India. The northwest of Gandhara region was an exception. Then 6th century BC, Gandhara was listed among 16 Mahajanapadas. Bimbisar, the king of Magadha, his diplomatic contacts with the king of Gandhara, Taksila, the capital of Gandhara, was a center of learning and trade. It had a wide economic reach. This is evidence that trade with Mathura, central India and the Romans. In the last quarter of 6th century BC, the region was politically part of Persian Empire. The first life of Taksila from 500 BC to 500 CE. However, the urban life was its peak between 2nd century BC to 2nd century CE. This is the period when the celebrated Gandhara school of art and the Mathura school are profound. The Gandhara school of art is totally a Hellenistic or Greco-Roman, Greco art culture. There is a Buddhism, Hellenistic art and Buddhism, however, increasingly being led that the Gandhara school had a Bactrian substance. Bactrian is a state. The influence of Bactrian school in the formation of Gandhara school. It was not indigenous culture or art. It was a Indo-Hellenistic Hellenistic culture. The point that we have trying to make is that first is the northwest Gandhara provides a different picture of development which contrasts with Sindh and Balochistan. And second, in early century, the common era, the personality of the region was shaped by a different influence because of very geographical settings. Then we have a rainfall. India rainfall, that is the Himalaya in the north and ocean in the south, southwest and southeast create a superficial view of isolation of the subcontinent. Cultural influences have been exchanged across the frontier and they have been maritime contacts with West Asia and Southeast Asia. Even the raw different terrain of central India has not really influenced the movement. Admittedly, geography and environment influence historical developments constantly even if they do not develop entirely. Then formation of region very clearly shows that the socio-cultural differentiation region seems historically old. The regional variation expressed itself more consciously in many forms such as language, architecture, sculpture and caste system in the Gupta and post-Gupta cultures. Almost all regional languages involved during the said period. Although the regions tend to be somewhat homogeneous units in existence of sub-regions within regional cannot be ignored. Either already we have seen that the Gangetic North India is not all the homogeneous region ecologically variations were responsible for getting the network based on names of the area that earlier Tamilakam, Tamil Nadu also into remember the Andhra, Odisha, Punjab and Gujarat sub-regions had their ancient names too. That is the chapter 3 is ending. So, you have some questions? We are ending up unit 1, 2 and 3. The first chapter is sources and sources is all I know about and archaeology and source of prominent archaeological sites have know about this. And third chapter is physical features of India. It is a simple chapter. From unit 4, it was hard for you. Asking some questions.
Sir, 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 assignment को लेके किसी क्वेश्चन थिला मोरो.
Assignment को लेके क्वेश्चन थिला.
सर.
अच्छा.
सर ए जो फर्स्ट ईयर असाइनमेंट देबार थिला तो दीटा दीटा इच सब्जेक्ट रे देबा को पड़िबो ना गोटे देबा को पड़िबो मु सेटा जानि परनै.
दुईटा रो देबा पे पड़िबो ना गोटे रो देबा पे पड़िबो क्वेश्चन तो.
यस सर. इच सब्जेक्ट रे तीनटा असाइनमेंट देबा को पड़िबो ना गोटे देबा को पड़िबो.
गोटे पड़िबो. गोटे असाइनमेंट गोटे सब्जेक्ट रो गोटे असाइनमेंट देबा पे पड़िबो. अच्छा
सर एनुअली गोटे गोटे असाइनमेंट सर.
हां गोटे गोटे असाइनमेंट.
ओके सर मु सेटा जानि नथिली तो पचरथिले सर. सर मु एबे क्वेश्चन असाइनमेंट पाइली सर 15 दिन भीतर केमति कोन करबी कि जानि परनी.
15 दिन भीतर हेइ जीवो कोन हेबोनी. असाइनमेंट को स्टडी सेंटर
एई आरसी हमर भुवनेश्वर मु ए भुवनेश्वर रे ही रहउची सर. बीजेपी कॉलेज
भुवनेश्वर स्टडी सेंटर से असाइनमेंट ता 15 दिन रे केमिति कंप्लीट करबी. आसी नथिला किछि कोन आसी नथिला तो तुम पाखु
से क्वेश्चन क्वेश्चन किछि आसी नथिला सर मो पाखु मु एइना जानिली काली.
अरे नेट ता डाउनलोड करबो सिना ई ज्ञान कोर्स को डाउनलोड करो.
सर ए कोविड सकासे मु पळैथिली ना तो सेथिले नेट सेठी आसु नथिला. खाली एबे 4 दिन हैला क्लास अटेंड करला परे मु एटा जानि तो डाउनलोड करके देखिले सर.
किछि नै होई जीवो 15 दिन अछि ना समय अछि.
अच्छा सर
ए तीनटा यूनिट रो कोन इजी लागुछि तो
कोन इजी सर गोटे दिन रे तो तीनटा साथ देले मु जानि पारुनी किछि भी. तथा
मु भी किछि जानु पारुनी.
स्टडी रिलेटेड किछि क्वेश्चन अछि की.
स्टडी रिलेटेड कहले कोन एमती माने जो हमरो रिसोर्स रो जो सोर्सेस ऑफ एंशिएंट इंडियन हिस्ट्री रो तो कौन तार माने पूराटा लिखिया को पड़िबो ना कौन माने एमती किछि मु जानि पारुनी
सोर्सेस ऑफ एंशिएंट इंडियन हिस्ट्री तो सोर्सेस कहले तो तीनटा अछि गोटे होछि लिटरेरी सोर्स गोटे होछि आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्स एवं गोटे होछि फॉरेन अकाउंट्स से तीनटा रे तार अछि
सब गुडा डिस्क्राइब करके लिखिया को पड़िबो कि सर
हां सबटा डिस्क्राइब करबा पे पड़िबो लिटरेरी सोर्स रे गोटे हला रिलीजियस हेबो आ गोटे हला सेकुलर हेबो रिलीजियस रे जति की वेद अछि एपिक्स अछि गुडा को जीवो सेकुलर रे जति की अछि पावन हर्षचरित बाण हर्षचरित लिखजंती ये गुडा को सब आसीबो कोटिल्य अर्थशास्त्र आसीबो ये गुडा को सब टोटल आसीबो आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्स रे तीनटा आसीबो इंस्क्रिप्शन आसीबो न्यूमिस्मेटिक्स आसीबो एवं मॉन्यूमेंट्स आसीबो
अच्छा सर
इंस्क्रिप्शन रे अशोकଙ୍କ इंस्क्रिप्शन गुडा को आसीबो न्यूमिस्मेटिक्स रे कुषाण रूलर मानकर कॉइन गुडा को आसीबो से इंडो ग्रीक्स किंग मानकर कॉइन गुडा को आसीबो ताबाद मॉन्यूमेंट्स रे सब आसीबो मंदिर गुडा को आसीबो भग्नावशेष जति की मंदिर रो भग्नावशेष अछि आसीबो स्तूप गुडा को आसीबो सब गुडा को मॉन्यूमेंट्स रे जाय
तो अपन जो भले आज रीडिंग करेली ना सेई टाइप रो ही आसीबो बोधे सब पॉइंट
पूरा
वाइज
पूरा सेम आसीबो सेति किछि डरिबा नाही एवं लास्ट को अछि फॉरेन अकाउंट्स रे ग्रीक एम्बेसडर माने आसीथिले
सर
ए मेगास्थनीस आसीथिले इंडिका लिखिथिले वेनसांग आसीथिले सीयूकी लिखिथिले ताबाद
हेई बिना सर कोर्स हेई नि औरी
हां से गुडा को सीरियली लिखिबा की पड़िबो आ किछि ताबाद आर्कियोलॉजिकल तो कोइ देली आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट रे सब बही रे टोटल पूरा बहुत बढ़िया देछि
हां सर
हरप्पा साइट मोहनजोदारो साइट सब मेहरगढ़ सब बहुत बढ़िया देछि पूरा वैल्यूएबल बुक्स ता भलो से थरे पढी देले आराम रे हिजबो कोनोसी मैथ नुह जे कोसिबा पे पड़िबो एटा हिजबो
तो 15 तारीख भीतर असाइनमेंट माने मस्ट भी दबा को पड़िबो सर ना
हां मस्ट देबा पे पड़िबो ना
सर सर एटा जेतु सर बीएजी कोर्स ता न्यू आसीची तो हमें प्रीवियस इयर्स रो क्वेश्चन किछि पाउनु तो केमती माने को टाइप रो क्वेश्चन आसीबो केते मार्क आसीबो से विषय रे डाउट अछि सर
ओ टाइप रो क्वेश्चन आसीबो एमिति किछि नै केतेटा शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आसीबो केतेटा लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आसीबो सेटा जदी हमें टोटली फोकस रे रखिबा असाइनमेंट देला परे हमकु किछि जणा पड़िबो तब जदी हमें पूरा
सर एटा सर एटा के न्यू कोर्स तो बीएजी कोर्स तो न्यू
असाइनमेंट रे जेमिति अछि सेमिति हो
असाइनमेंट तो पैसेज देछि पैसेज रो कन्वर्सेशन तापर कॉम्प्रिहेंशन तापर सब ग्रामर एगुडा देछि आ
हां सब सही प्रक्रिया रे थिबो आ
सर इथरो किछ इंपोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस आपण सजेस्ट करि परिबे
हां सोर्सेस तो प्रथम पढिबो ना सोर्सेस लिटरेरी सोर्सेस भी पढि पारे आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्सेस पढि पारे सेगुडा को पढिबो
अच्छा सर सेकंड चैप्टर रो कोन इंपोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन सजेस्ट करबे
सेकंड चैप्टर ता फर्स्ट यूनिट रे रिलेटेड सोर्सेस रे तीनटा आसे लिटरेरी सोर्स आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्स एवं फॉरेन अकाउंट्स एथि आर्कियोलॉजिकल सोर्स रो कोकैसी यूनिट 2 टा मतलब फर्स्ट यूनिट सहित समान
अच्छा सर सेकंड यूनिट रो कोन इंपोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन सजेस्ट करिवे
तीनटा यूनिट रो फर्स्ट टा इंपोर्टेंट ना सोर्सेस ऑफ एंशिएंट इंडियन हिस्ट्री एथिरे सब तीनटा यूनिट रो पले आसे
हां सर
आज्ञा अच्छा सर सर एग्जाम पाएंगे कहू छी कि माने सब यूनिट वाइज क्वेश्चन आसे क्वेश्चन बळे आसी
एबे तो जणा पड़ी नी यूनिट वाइज आसुची कि क्वेश्चन केमिति आसुची यूनिट वाइज आसीबो
सर जदी सर
क्वेश्चन आसीबो थोरोली सबुटे देखिबा पे पड़िबो
हेलो
अच्छा अच्छा
सर जदी यूनिट वाइज
सर एटा जेतु न्यू कोर्स सर बहुत डर लागुची ना
डर काहे कि लागिबो बुक्स अछि टिके पढि दियो जेतेबे समय मिलुची
सर
न पढिले केमिति भीतर को बुक्स रो भीतर को न गले केमिति हो केदरा क्वेश्चन ये करी कि
सर से जो आपण जो कहले सब यूनिट रो क्वेश्चन आसे ताल सर यूनिट 2 रो सर कोन इंपोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन सेटा सर देखो यूनिट 1 ला तो कहले सोर्सेस सब यूनिट 2 रो सर कोन
लिंक विथ यूनिट 1 That is called sources. Sources is divided into three parts: literary source, archaeological source, and foreign accounts. Hence, unit 2 is
Okay,
a
okay, sir.
archaeological
Sir,
site
unit
or
sir,
archaeological.
sir, sir, unit 3 रो
So it was related to 1 and 2 is 1, unit 1.
Mediolithic ଏଗୁଡାକ
And
Paleolithic
unit 3 was a physical features of India.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସେଇଟା କଣ ସାର୍
What
ଆସିବ?
is the geography of India? What is the boundary of India? That is called unit 3. And unit 1 and 2 is a sources. It's a simple form.
ହଉ ସାର୍ ୟୁନିଟ୍ 3 ର ସାର୍ କଣ ଆସିବ ଟିକେ ସେଇଟା ସାର୍ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
Unit 3 is a physical features, the boundary line in ancient time. India is a large part. There is a 6 country like India, like Pakistan, Bhutan, Burma, 6 country. And it has
ସାର୍ ସାର୍ ମୋ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ଅନୁସାରେ ଏହାର ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ସାର୍ କଣ ଅଛି? ଆପଣ ତ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ତାର 6 ପାର୍ଟ ଇଏ ସିଏ ସେଗୁଡା ସାର୍ ଆମେ ତ ବହିର ଦେଇଛୁ ଆମେ ପଢିବୁ।
अच्छा सब इम्पोर्टेंट जदि
ତଥାପି ସେଠି
ସବୁ
ବେଳେ ବେଳେ
important।
ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ସାର୍ କୋଉଟା କୁହନ୍ତୁ?
କିନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ତ କହିଲି ୟୁନିଟ୍ 1 ଟା 1 ଏବଂ 2 ଟା ରିଲେଟେଡ ଅଛି ସେଟା ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট ତା সোর্সেস ସବୁଲେ ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট ଥାଏ। ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି
ସେଟା ଗଲା
ପଢିଲା ମାନେ ସୋର୍ସେସ ନ ପଢିଲେ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି କୁ ଜାଣି ହୁଏନି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ର ପ୍ରଥମ ହେଲା ଯେ ଯେମିତି ଇଂରାଜୀ ଭାଷା ପଢିବା ବେଲେ ଆଲଫାବେଟ କୁ ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ପଢୁ ସେମିତି ସୋର୍ସେସ ନ ଜାଣିଲେ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି କୁ ଭେଦି ହେବ ନାହିଁ, ଭିତରକୁ ଯାଇ ହେବନି। ସୋର୍ସେସ ଇଜ ମୋଷ୍ଟ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଯଦି ସୋର୍ସେସ ଜାଣିନ ହେଲେ ଆଉ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ତୁମେ ପଢି ପାରିବ ନାହିଁ ଭଲ ଭାବେ। ତ
ସାର୍
ବହୁତ
ଏମିତି କଣ
ସୁନ୍ଦର ହିସାବରେ ଦିଆ ହେଇଛି।
ସାର୍
ଘରେ
ଚାପ୍ଟର
ପଢିଦେଲେ ବାସ୍।
3 ସାର୍ ଚାପ୍ଟର 3 ର କଣ ଏମିତି ଆସିବ ଯେ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଫିଜିକାଲ ରିଜିଅନ ଅଫ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଡେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ କି କଣ ଏଇଭଳିଆ କଣ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆସିପାରେ କି
ପୁରା ପୁରା
structure
ସେମିତି ଆସିବ, ସିମ୍ପଲ ସିମ୍ପଲ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ ଆସିବ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ସାର୍ ତ ମ୍ୟାପ ରେ ଯୋଉ ଭଳିଆ ଦେଇଛି ଆମର କ୍ୟାଟାଲଗ ଯୋଉ ଭଳିଆ ଦେଇଛି ତାକୁ ଡେସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ବୋଧେ ଆଉ।
ହଁ ନିଜେ ନିଜେ ନୋଟ ସେଟା ପଢିକି ନିଜେ ନିଜେ ଗୋଟେ ସର୍ଟକଟ ରେ ନୋଟ ଲେଖ, ଯେତିକିରେ ଲେଖି
Yes,
ପାରିବ ସେ
sir.
ସମୟରେ ଭିତରେ ଲେଖି ପାରିବ।
Yes, sir, within 15 days କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ।
ନ ପଢିଲେ କେମିତି ହେବ? କୌଣସି ଜିନିଷ କଷ୍ଟ ନ କଲେ କେମିତି ହେବ? ଏମିତି
ସାର୍
ବସି
ଟିକେ
ବସିକି
ସାର୍
ସରିଯିବ, ହେବନି ସେଟା।
ସାର୍ ଆମର ସାର୍ ପା ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର 30 ହଉଛି ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଡେଟ୍ ହଉଛି ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ଡିପୋଜିଟ୍। ଇଏ ଦିଦି କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କାଲି 15 ଦିନ ପରେ।
ଆରେ ନ୍ୟୁ ରେ ମେସେଜ
ସେପ୍ଟେମ୍ବର
ଆସିଛି
30
ନା
ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ର ଲାଷ୍ଟ ଡେଟ୍ କହିଛି। ନୁହଁ ନୁହଁ ଜୁଲାଇ
ଆଜି ଆସିଛି ନ୍ୟୁଜ।
ଜୁଲାଇ ଲାଷ୍ଟ
ଆମ
ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ହଉଛି ଜୁଲାଇ ଲାଷ୍ଟ, ଏକ୍ସଟେଣ୍ଡ ହେଇଛି।
ନା ଆମ ଜାନୁଆରୀ 2020
ଜୁଲାଇ
ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ଙ୍କର
15
କଣ
ଅଛି, 30 ଥିଲା ଜୁଲାଇ 15 କରିଦେଇଛନ୍ତି।
ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ ଜାନୁଆରୀ 2020 ଯିଏ ମାନେ ଆଡମିସନ କରିଥିଲେ ସେମାନଙ୍କର କଣ
ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ
ଜୁଲାଇ
କିଛି ଜାନୁଆରୀରେ ଯୋଉମାନେ ଆଡମିସନ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ କିଛି ହେଡେକ୍ ନୁହଁ। ଖାଲି
ଆମେ
19
ତ
ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କୁହନ୍ତୁ, ଜୁଲାଇ ଜୁଲାଇ
ଆମେ ତ
ଜୁଲାଇ
ଜାନୁଆରୀ
19 ରେ ଯୋଉମାନେ
2020 ରେ
କରିଥିଲେ
ଆଡମିସନ
ତାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ
କରିଥିଲେ।
ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ, ଜାନୁଆରୀ ପାଇଁ ନୁହଁ।
ହଁ ସାର୍
ହଁ ସାର୍
ଜାନୁଆରୀ ଆଡମିସନ ପାଇଁ ଏବେଠୁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରନ୍ତୁନି,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସେଟା
ଆମର
ନଭେମ୍ବର
ସାର୍
ଡିସେମ୍ବର ହେବ।
ଜାନୁଆରୀ ପାଇଁ
ନଭେମ୍ବରରେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ବୁଝିଗଲି ସାର୍।
क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड कौनसी आसिलानी असाइनमेंट
ସାର୍
एवं पाठ पढ़िबारे लागिछन।
ସାର୍ ବୁଝିନେ ସିନା ସାର୍ କିଛି ପଚାରି ମୁଁ କିଛି ତ ସାର୍ ବୁଝି ପାରିଲୁନି। ଆପଣ ସ୍ପିଡ କିନା ପଢିଦେଲେ କିଛି ପଜ ଏଣ୍ଡ ଇଣ୍ଟୋନେସନ କିଛି ଦେଲେ ସିନା ଆମେ ବୁଝିବୁ। କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରିଲେନି
सेवेंथ
ଆପଣ
स्टैंडर्ड रे
ସ୍ପିଡ କିନା
हिस्ट्री
ପଢିଦେଲେ।
नथिला,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
7th स्टैंडर्ड रे हिस्ट्री थिला कि नहीं?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଥିଲା ଯେ ବଟ କିଛି ମନେ ନାହିଁ, ଆଉ ସବୁ ଭୁଲିଗଲାଣି।
हिस्ट्री रो प्रथम हैला जे आमे कोठारू इतिहास को जानी पारू।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
तो इतिहास जानिबा पई तीनटा स्रोत अछि।
ଆଜ୍ଞା
प्रथम होछि लिखित आकार रो स्रोत। लिखित आकार रे सेटा दुई भाग रे विभक्त, गोटे हैला पूरा धार्मिक आ गोटे हैला जीवनी गुडाको जो राजा रखिथिले तांको लेख गुडाको लिखिथिले। तो
ଆଜ୍ଞା
सेटा हैला लिटरेरी सोर्सेस रे गला सेटा। तापर सेकंड रे आमे पाऊ न्यूमिस्मेटिक्स कोंती कॉइन्स, आमे जो राजा मानकर कोनोसी किछि पाइना, कोनोसी किछि पाइना, से मानकटा आमे आर्कियोलॉजी रे पाऊ। आर्कोलॉजी होची 99% आमे आर्कोलॉजी रु पाऊ एक्सकवेशन द्वारा हरप्पा मोहनजोदारो आमे किछि पाइनु रिटन रेकॉर्ड्स सेटा प्री हिस्ट्री रो तो रिटन रेकॉर्ड्स आमे न पाइले आमे जानि परिबानी सेटा होची आर्कोलॉजिकल सोर्स रु पाऊ आमे प्रत्नतात्विक विभाग सेटा अछि आर्कोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया एएसआई खोलिछि हरप्पा मोहनजोदारो जो सिविलाइजेशन 1922 मसिया रे करथिले आरडी बनार्जी दराम सहानी डॉक्टर जॉन मार्शल ताबाद सेटा कॉइन रु आमे किछि पाऊ कॉइन रे सेटा संकेत आमे से राजा माने राजको करथिले बेगी ताबाद जे मंदिर मालिनी गुडा को अछि सेइटारो आमे इतिहास जानू ताबाद अछि फॉरेन अकाउंट्स जे फॉरेनर्स माने विदेशी माने आसीथिले भारत को पुरातन जुग रे बा एंशिएंट टाइम रे सेमान को धारा विवरण को आमे गोटे प्रकार भारत रो इतिहास लेखिला बेले सामना रे रखू सेटा जथा वेनसान वर्ष टाइम रे आइथिले सियुकी लेखिथिले फाइहान आइथिले चंद्रगुप्त सेकंड गुप्त राजा चंद्रगुप्त सेकंड टाइम रे से लेखिथिले फोकोकी ताबाद मेगासेरिस आइथिले इंडिका लेखिथिले चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य टाइम रे सेल्यूकस निकाटर पठेथिले जे कि अलेक्जेंडर को सेनापति थिले अलेक्जेंडर को मृत्यु होला 323 बीसी रे एवं सेडा चलीथिला तबाद हर्षंकर मृत्यु परे आइथिले इत्सिंग तबाद जेते बेले मध्य युग हैला जेते बेले मुस्लिम आगमन कोले सेते बेले अल्बेनी आसिले ताकि कि हिंद लेखले हिंदुस्तान विषय रे सेमिति से तांकोटा भी हमें नौ आ सेटा होची सोर्सेस एवं सेटा सप्तम श्रेणी रु बही मानकरे अछि सोर्सेस कहि +2 रे भी अछि बहुत बढ़िया देछि एई बही रे भी बहुत बढ़िया देछि थरे जदी पढी देबे हेले आराम रे धरि पड़े।
हेलो सर
सर जो बेसिक फिजियोग्राफिक ऑफ डिवीजन ऑफ इंडिया फिजिकल डिवीजन ऑफ इंडिया जो अछि एटा कोन हारो लेखाबो कोन
सेटा पूरा फिजिकल कोले कोन बुझा जाय फिजिकल डिवीजन ऑफ इंडिया कोले कोन बुझा जाय ज्योग्राफी ता बाउंड्री ता समस्त को चाली चलानी खाद्य ड्रेस
सेटा बेसिक ता फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी एंड हिस्ट्री
टोटल जिनिस एथिरे बा एवं केते भाग रे विभक्त सेटा गैंगेटिक गुटे अछि गुटे अछि हिमालयन अछि गुटे अछि साउथ इंडिया रो गुटे अछि तीन भाग रे विभक्त सेही गुडा को लेखिबा पे पडिबो सेति डिवीजन ऑफ फिजिकल डिवीजन ऑफ इंडिया को कोन बुझा
जो
दियो
पेनिनसुलर सर अछि पेनिनसुलर ता माने कोन सर
पेनिनसुलर
आज्ञा
पेनिनसुलर फॉर्मेशन इउडा को से जो जागा गुडा को अछि से जागा रो नाम गुडा को इंग्लिश रे से गुडा को लेखा हिच
पेनिनसुलर सर ताल गुटे प्लेस रो ना ना सर
कोन
पेनिनसुलर सर जो लेखा है बेसिक फिजिकल डिवीजन रो जो अछि सर तीनटा पार्ट भीतर छै
से गुडा को छाड़ी दियो बाकी गुडा को देखो
ना सर सेटा टे कोन सर ता मीनिंग कोन
सेटा मीनिंग जानि के किछि करि पारिबो सेटा
तथाय सटे जानिथिबु ना जदी के पछा
भूमध्य सागरीय अंचल पर्वतमाला अंचल से समतल अंचल मरु जातीय अंचल इगुडा को से पेनिनसुलर इंडिया रे धरा जाय सेटा
हां हां
तेति पे से गुडा को पेनिनसुलर लगा जाय सेटा से साइड रे किंतु जेते बेले कुहा जाय सेते बेले इंडो गैंगेटिक गंगा नदी रो मध्यवर्ती अंचल हिमालय रो मध्यवर्ती अंचल एमिति कुहा जाय सेटा सुंदर सुंदर सफा दिया है छै बुक्स रे बुक्स पढू न टोटली
सर पढी ना नुवा सारे बुक सारे आसला पूरा नुवा आसला बही पूरा सारे पूरा एक्विकेशन नुवा है
बुक्स नुवा आसला केते दिन हला आसी छी बुक्स
सर मोर बुक नहीं
हम से अल्प दिन हला आसी मोर आसी 2 दिन ना 3 दिन हला आसी छी मो पाखु
ई ज्ञान कोश रु डाउनलोड करो जदी नाही हेले ई ज्ञान कोश रु डाउनलोड करो आ बुक्स उडा को प्रत्येक दिन स्टूडेंट लाइफ रे गोटे गोटे पेज हेले पढिबा कथा
आज्ञा
पाठ सेमिति हुए नी गोटे दुईटा पेज पढ एग्जाम आसिला राती सारा सिगरेट फुंगी फुंगी करी सकाल पर्यंत पाठ पढले सेमिति पाठ हुए नी
सेटा सर
पाठ केमिति हुए वर्ष सारा 2-3 घंटा भलो मुंड भलो अछि आराम रे बसी पड़ो पाठ पढ़ो आ पूरा सेठी टीवी चली थिबो सेठी मन थिबो आ 6 घंटा एठी पाठ पढ़ले सेटा पाठ नु बोधे टोटल बुक्स को जाई न भीतर को जाई न
ना सर पसे ना भीतर को सर पसे ना अछि सर टाइम अछि तो पसे के
यूनिट 4 रो किछि बुझी परिबो नाही देखो एठी लिखाई छी हंटर गैदरर्स आर्कियोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव्स ओरिजिन एग्रीकल्चर एंड डोमेस्टिकेशन ऑफ एनिमल्स जो पीजीडब्ल्यू कहली मु एनपीपीडब्ल्यू कहली जो पोटरी रो ना गुडा कहली सेटा तो क्वेश्चन आसुनी सेटा तो क्वेश्चन पचारलनी कोन एनपीपीडब्ल्यू पोटरी काहा को आ जाए पोटरी को देखिला बाद हम केमिति
सर आउ तो ठीक ना सर कोन पे हमें क्वेश्चन पचारियो
ताबाद कार्बन 14 डेटिंग कहली मु डेट कोन डेट केमिति भरा जाए कोन सब केमिति डेट भरा जाए कोन करा जाए सेटा तो क्वेश्चन पचारलनी
सर आउ तो ठीक सर पढ़े दियोन सर
फिजिकल फीचर्स कहले कोन बुझुनो ठीक अछि ठीक पाठ पढ़ा यूनिट 4 ता पाठ पढ़ा टिके हार्ड लागिवो खाली यूनिट 4 5 6 पढ़ेबो
बहुत कष्ट सर देखिला डर लागो
किछि कष्ट न हो हड़प्पा सिखला गया तुम 7 स्टैंडर्ड रो पढ़ी जो किछि असुविधा नै यूनिट 5 रे
डर लागुती
6 रे भी हड़प्पन कल्चर रो सिविलाइजेशन रो अछि हंटर गैदरर्स अर्थ होउछि प्रथमे मनुष्य आसिला बाद से कोन कला प्रथमे कोन पई से ये करे भोक थाई ना ताको भोक हुए तो से शिकार करे तो हंटर गैदरर्स अर्थ गोटे जगह रे रहिबा हंटिंग करिबा ता सबु अभी मुख्य थिला पेट पई चिंता थिला ता हंटर गैदरर्स थिला से जाजाबर टाइप रो थिला सेही जिनिस गुडा को दिया हैछि
आज्ञा
सेटा पाठ पढिले हेबो आउ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल नै एमिति
हेलो सर
हां
सर आमे डिसेंबर सेशन रे एडमिशन नेतलु आमो पय नुआ असाइनमेंट आसीबो कि एबे एससी क्वेश्चन रो आंसर लिखबा
डिसेंबर रे एडमिशन हेतला
आज्ञा जनवरी सेशन
जनवरी पे चिंता नहीं सेटा डिसेंबर रे परीक्षा हेबो नवेम्बर रे आपनकर असाइनमेंट डिपॉजिट हेबो
सर नुआ क्वेश्चन आसीबो कि सतबेले ना ए क्वेश्चन रो
नुआ क्वेश्चन आसीबो
आज्ञा सर हमो एग्जाम रे डिसेंबर रे हेबो आज्ञा
खाली जुलाई 19 वाला अछंती कि जनवरी रो एबे कथा पड़ीनी जो माने परीक्षा देबे जुलाई 19 रो जो एडमिशन हेतला से मान को पईडा
आज्ञा
हेलो
हां
सर ये 2019 जो जुलाई रे एग्जाम टा केबे होबे सर
जुलाई 19 रो एग्जाम टा केबे हेबो फॉर्म फिलअप टा सरू ता बाद जणा पड़िबो दिया हेबो
हेलो
हां
सर मु असाइनमेंट सबमिट करतली लेकिन तार किछि एक्नॉलेजमेंट आसीनी सर केमति पाइबी ताकू
असाइनमेंट सबमिट करछन किंतु हमर असाइनमेंट की माने केमति
हेलो
हां
सर एक्नॉलेजमेंट केमति पाइबी सर असाइनमेंट सबमिट करतली ऑनलाइन रे एक्नॉलेजमेंट के
मेल रे थिला
मेल रे सर आसीनी किछि एक्नॉलेजमेंट
नै कोथरे सबमिट करथिले
लिंक रे करछि गोटे लिंक मते पठाइ दियो से लिंक रे सबमिट करछि तो
भुवनेश्वर रे गोटे लिंक अछि ना सेथिरे खोली रे
लिंक रे सबमिट हेतला सर लिंक रे सब सबमिट हेतला लेकिन किछि एक्नॉलेजमेंट आसीनी कि आपन को रिसीव भेला कि मोर स्टेटस भी कोनी कि हां असाइनमेंट सबमिट हे जे बोली
सेटा लिंक कोले आसी जिवो कहउछंदी
ना मो तो आसीनी तो सर एपर्यंत किछि से आसीनी
अच्छा
कंफर्मेशन इनके पाइबे सर कंफर्मेशन
टिकट चेक कराउ
चैट बॉक्स रे लिंक दिया है से लिंक रे सबमिट करा है
चार्ट रे गुटे लिंक दिया है से धीरे सबमिट कराई छी कि
आगे आगे यही लिंक रे सबमिट कर
हां तो रिटर्न मेल के आसीबो सबमिट करे रिटर्न मेल आसीबो नले सबमिट हेई
सबमिट पर रिटर्न गुटे आसीबो नाले सबमिट होइनी कहउछंती
ना ना सबमिट होला पर मु स्क्रीनशॉट गोटे फोटो आसिला सक्सेसफुल ताको मु स्क्रीनशॉट मारी रखि देछि
नियर स्टडी सेंटर रे जाई
वो पाखरे से स्क्रीनशॉट अछि मु जो सबमिट करली तार स्क्रीनशॉट भी मो पाखरे अछि
अच्छा सबमिट को तार एटा अछि अछि निजो स्टडी सेंटर को जाई कि टिके चेक करिया तू
अच्छा ठीक अछि मु सर आउ थरे भुवनेश्वर सर करिबि कि सर चेक
जदि सबमिट करा आइछि एले असुविधा किछि नै आ कोन एक्नॉलेजमेंट आसीबो सबमिट कला पर अछि ना गुटे तो पाखरे कहलो
ना ना सबमिट कला पर
सक्सेसफुली सबमिट हेछि ले किछि प्रॉब्लम नाही
किछि प्रॉब्लम नै ना
नहीं नहीं सेटा अछि ना सक्सेसफुली सबमिटेड लिखा है तो
हाँ सबमिटेड हे गला मोर सक्सेसफुल हैला सब देखेला लेकिन मोर असाइनमेंट जोटा हमर ऐप रे जोटा देखु सेठी लिखु कि या माने
स्टडी स्टैंडर्ड को जेकी टिके बुझंतु एटा तो होई जिबा कथा
अच्छा सर स्टडी सेंटर तो हमर बंद अछि एबे
अच्छा ए आज जो क्लास हला कोडा असुविधा रहला टे कोन
से बाकी क्वेश्चन तो स्टडी सेंटर नियर स्टडी सेंटर
सर
हां
ना सर असुविधा तो किछि नै मोर खाली से असाइनमेंट टिके सर डाउट
किछि नै आपन को स्टडी स्टैंडर्ड को जानतो टिके बुझी के आसंतु
ठीक है थैंक यू सर थैंक यू
हां हां थैंक यू क्लास इज ओवर